Welcome to Letting Go University. This is our daily live stream, taking the Course in Miracles workbook and letting go with each lesson as a prompt. Today's prompt is, "The stillness of the peace of God is mine." Perhaps we are now ready for a day of undisturbed tranquility. If this is not yet feasible, we are content and even more satisfied to learn how such a day can be achieved. If we give way to a disturbance, let us learn how to dismiss it and return to peace. How do you dismiss a disturbance? You let it go. You forgive it. You release it. You surrender it to God. The stillness of the peace of God is mine. Now, there's a video on the channel. All problems have to do with mentalization about things. There's not actually any problems, but we start to think about things and imagine there's problems. What's that frequency? What's that feeling? Fear, worry, anxiety. Or somebody seems to be bothering us. What's that feeling? What's that frequency? Irritation, anger. Oh, and maybe we're just down on ourselves. What's that feeling? Sin, guilt, shame. So when a disturbance comes up, how do we come back to the conscious awareness of the peace of God and that stillness? We let it go. It's very simple, yet very few people do it because we've been taught things are complicated. We need to do all this stuff to come to peace, to come to okayness, to come to happiness. The okayness, the peace, the stillness, the happiness is all within. And it's only the releasing of, the letting go, the dismissing of disturbances that brings us back to a conscious awareness of that peace. So in today's release, we're just going to look at any disturbances. We've done this before. We're going to look at any disturbances, let them go for a day of undisturbed tranquility. Let's begin. The stillness of the peace of God is mine. Ever present, always with me. The stillness of the peace of God is mine. What could possibly have taken my awareness, my consciousness, my mind, and brought me away from that awareness of that peace? It'll come right to mind for you. What seems to be disturbing the peace of God for you at this time? Could be something small, could be something big. A situation in the world, a person. Could you allow yourself to just let that come to mind without fighting it, without making wrong of it? Just letting this disturbance come to mind. And how does it feel when you're thinking about that? Could you now go behind the scenes of the mind? Thank you, thought. What's that feeling? Could you discover the now feeling? Could you be aware of the now feeling of this disturbance? And would you rather have this feeling and these thoughts, or would you rather choose the peace of God? Could you let this feeling, this disturbance, and the thoughts that go with it go? Remembering the peace of God and that stillness is yours. Would you let go of this feeling, this disturbance, and the thoughts that go with it? The stillness of the peace of God is still yours if you choose. When could you let go of this disturbance, this feeling, and the thoughts that go with it, and return your awareness to the peace of God and that stillness that is yours? Now, It's okay if you don't want to let it go. Just notice it, be aware of it. When I'm not allowing the peace of God for myself, it's because I'm kind of obsessing, I'm insisting that there's something I need to focus on more than that peace, often having to do with fear. And yet, the stillness of the peace of God is always mine. The stillness of the peace of God is always yours. Underneath these clouds, could you notice one of these clouds, some disturbance? It could be the same thing. Could you open up and just see what you seem to be disturbed about? What's going on other than the stillness and the peace of God? And how does it feel when you have your consciousness, your awareness on that disturbance? Could you allow that feeling to be there and just let the thoughts about the disturbance go by? Staying with that feeling, lighting it up. Oh, this feeling seems to be the disturbance, seems to be a temporary block to my awareness of peace. Could you allow yourself to feel that feeling, light it up, let it come up? Just a feeling, just for right now. When we fight this feeling, we are disturbed. We claim it's real. When we allow this feeling up, it just goes. It lightens up. We become enlightened. Could you allow this feeling to go? That means letting it be there, experiencing it, and just releasing it, releasing it, releasing it. Could you release this feeling, this disturbance of your peace? Would you release this feeling, this disturbance of your peace? Let it disturb you no more. Return to stillness. You don't have to. It's just a choice. When could you release this feeling, this disturbance? And just because you choose to release some of it doesn't mean there's not more. If there's more of this disturbing energy, whatever that is, that feeling, could you just continue to release it? Just continue letting it be there, letting it go. For the stillness of the peace of God is yours. How can a day of peace, tranquility, and stillness be achieved? By dismissing the disturbances. So, taking any disturbance, could be the same thing, could be something else. What has been distracting you from the peace, tranquility, and stillness available to you today, or yesterday, or 10 years ago? It's amazing how long we carry these disturbances. Could you just allow yourself, when that comes to mind, what you seem to be disturbed about, the thought, how's that feel? Could you be with the now feeling behind the thoughts and imaginations of some disturbance? Maybe that feeling seems to be dwelling in the chest or the stomach, the head, the throat, wherever it seems to be. Could you begin to surrender this disturbance? To fight a disturbance claims it's real. Could you just let whatever this feeling is, wherever it is, let it be there? Begin to lighten it up. Just experiencing it and surrendering it to God. Nothing to change or modify about this feeling. Could you let it be just a feeling? Just a feeling. Just a feeling. Just a feeling. Nothing to be disturbed by, just a feeling. Just a feeling. Could you stay with it? The more you stay with and allow this feeling, the more it goes. Could you just surrender this feeling to God? Turn it over to the Holy Spirit. And if you find yourself often thinking, could you just come back to the feeling? Remember how powerful your mind is. What you hold in mind is projected to the world. So could you ignore the thoughts and just drop into this feeling, this feeling, this feeling? And could you surrender it to God? Would you surrender this disturbance, this feeling, and all of those thoughts on that vibration to God? Turn it over. When could you surrender this feeling to God, returning to his peace? Your peace, and the stillness that's always there behind the waves of emotion and thoughts. The stillness of the peace of God is yours always. Can never be taken from you. Could you notice anything that you would put before that peace? Any disturbance? Could be something worried about. Could be something angry about. Could be something guilty about. And yet, what about any of that has anything to do with you in truth? Could you just notice the feeling when you're allowing yourself to focus on a disturbance? Could you open up without judging or moralizing or stacking guilt or sin on anything that's coming up? Could you just let it come up? You can't stop the thoughts. They pop up automatically, but you can't ignore them. You just ignore the thoughts and allow this feeling to have your conscious awareness. Just with this feeling, noticing the feeling, feeling the feeling of disturbance. And would you rather have this feeling or the peace of God? Could you let this feeling go? Letting a feeling go isn't pushing it away, stuffing it down. It's just letting it go. It's really just a choice. Would you let this feeling go? When could you let it go? For the peace of God is always there behind the clouds of negative emotion, disturbances, and the thoughts that go with them. And it just takes what it takes. We've been subscribed to these programs of separation for as long as we have been. So just to let them unpack and release, turn them over. The stillness of the peace of God is yours. Did you just remind yourself the stillness of the peace of God is yours? The stillness of the peace of God is mine. Nothing can intrude upon the peace that God himself has given to his Son. That's you. Except that We choose to allow an intrusion. Where have you chosen to allow an intrusion upon that peace, as if it could be real, as if something could disturb that peace? Could you notice some disturbance which has taken you away from the presence of the peace of God your Father that He has given you? And it's okay. Most of us here have done this on a regular basis. Could you just allow whatever seems to be disturbing to the peace He has given you to come up? What's this intrusion? And behind the thoughts about that thing, that person, that situation, whatever seems to be going on that's disturbing, could you notice the vibration, the feeling? And just allow that feeling to start to dissolve in the presence of the light of your awareness. Nothing to fight or defend against. The light that you are is so powerful, it literally dissolves any disturbance. If you let it, could you allow the light that you are to just shine on this feeling, to be with this feeling, and just watch, notice this feeling dissolving, dissipating, when it's no longer fought, no longer suppressed. Could you just light it up, allow it to dissolve, just feeling a feeling, to keep it simple. Just feeling this feeling and allowing it to dissolve. Could you let this feeling, this disturbance dissolve? Would you let it dissolve? When could you let this feeling, this disturbance dissolve? And just being conscious of the stillness of the peace of God that is yours behind any disturbance. The stillness of the peace of God is yours. What need you fear? Anything can rob you of that peace, of your divine inheritance. You cannot lose His gifts to you. His gifts, that peace, that love, that happiness, is always yours. Should you be tempted by any disturbance to look away from that peace and His gifts, could you just allow that feeling to come up, light it up, and surrender it to God? For what He has not given you is temporary. What He has given you is eternal. Could you release the temporary disturbance and be in the eternal stillness and peace of God that He has given you? It takes what it takes. That eternal peace, that eternal love, that eternal happiness. Would it be worth sitting through any of these feelings, relinquishing them, lighting them up, turning them over, forgiving them from the world, letting them go from the world, that you may experience the heaven that is your home? Well done releasing. Keep it up and have the best day in the stillness and the peace of God that is yours.